What's up, YouTube? Alright, this is my pride and joy, the rifle of rifles that I have. This is the SOCOM 16. I finally, after months, got the ammo to go shoot it. And I just ordered more, because I shot a lot. And there were no malfunctions. The only problem I had was I have a 5-round mag, and I didn't seat it all the way. And it wouldn't load. That was the only problem. But I got it seated all the way and it worked just fine. And if you buy a 5-round mag for hunting, it's going to be really hard to get it out of there because there's not enough mags sticking out of the bottom to rock it out of there. So what I have is a Springfield SOCOM 16. I think some of the older ones right here, it was white lettering and it just said SOC 16, and the heat shield looked a little bit different, I believe. But I got this one at the end of 2012. It's got a 16-inch barrel. It's got a proprietary compensator right there. It's got a Trigicon front sight. Now, the front sight is a bit wider than on the other M1As, but it does have that Trigicon in there. It makes it a little difficult to get precise shots, but you can still do it. That's just my excuse for when I miss. You just unscrew that there. The gas piston's in there, and once you unscrew this and this are one piece. It looks like two different pieces, but it's actually one piece. You unscrew this, take that off, take the gas piston out of there, and this unscrews. It's not like the other M1As when you have to have a special tool to take all that off. You got the SOCOM 16, I think it's laser etched in there. You also have this Picatinny rail on top. Now this Picatinny rail is bolted on around the barrel, so it will get hot as you shoot it, but I've shot kind of rapidly and it wasn't as hot as you would think, but it still gets pretty hot. The thing about this is you have to make sure that this is lined up with the sights and the barrel, because if it's tilted just a little bit, it can throw your, if you use a scope, it can throw your zero way off. But that's on there straight. You've got your peep sight in the rear. Now, this to me looks like it's got a little bit bigger of a hole than on the other M1As, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. And you got your safety right here, it just clicks on and off. You can put a little lock through there. Once you turn the safety on, you can put a little lock through there and you can't fire it. I got this GI string off of Amazon. Got it Wednesday. Ordered it Wednesday, got it Saturday of the same week. It's a soft canvas. It feels really nice and I think it looks really cool. I had a 2-point sling that mounted on the side so you can carry it kind of sideways, but that was kind of tacky. I didn't like that. Then you have this right here. I believe this unfolds and you put this on your shoulder for more control when you're doing faster fire. This opens up and there's a hole there and a hole there for the GI cleaning kit, but it doesn't come with the rifle. You have to buy that separate. This also comes with a GI issued cleaning manual, which is pretty nice to have. I live in California, so this is the biggest mag I can get, 10 rounds. Now I always keep these loaded. I've had them loaded for like 3 months straight, no problems. Now it's pretty much considered that the thing that weakens the springs is unloading and loading over and over again. If you have your mags loaded, it's not going to weaken the springs. If you have them unloaded, it's not going to weaken the springs. But if you keep moving the spring, that's what weakens it. This is the Springfield mag that comes with it, and they are expensive. I bought some Checkmate industry mags, and they are of the same quality, work just fine, look the exact same, the welding spots and everything, just different labeling for their logos. I actually like the Checkmate Industries better because they have a different finish on it. This one's kind of like a smooth finish. The other one's kind of rough and it's more GI-like. So I think the other ones will wear better. I think that's cool when the bluing wears off a little bit and shows the edges. I think that looks pretty cool. This has very, very light recoil. This thing is a Cadillac. You can shoot this all day long and it's not going to hurt your shoulder. It is chambered in 7.62 by 51 NATO, and it's very fun to shoot. I traded my AR15 for this, and I do not regret it. Like I said, no malfunctions. It's piston driven, so all your dirt and shit stays right here. It's not going to get kicked back into the action like on an AR15 would. It's very powerful. Even though it has a 16-inch barrel, it can do just as much as the Scout can, and it's accurate. It comes right out of the box, shoots right on. I shot it past 100 yards, shoots right where you aim it. Now I don't know exactly if it's 1-inch groups or 2-inch groups, but I'm hitting what I'm aiming at, excuse me, and what I'm shooting at mostly is cans or pop bottles. And one thing people don't realize is this is a 16-inch barrel. This goes for any firearm except for revolvers. This is a 16-inch barrel from here to here, 16 inches, where the barrel ends inside of there. Let me get a bullet here. Now the barrel's not traveling down 16 inches, the barrel. There's where your bullet goes into, so your bullet's actually traveling from here all the way down to about here, rather than here. So even though it's 16 inches, you're really getting about 14 inches out of it. I shot on NATO ammo, regular full metal jacket. I've shot in the steel stuff. This is Hornady right here. Works great, no problems. The only problem I have is it's really fun to shoot, and it costs a lot. Right now, at least, with the ammo crisis. That's my rifle. Synthetic stock. The mags rock in rather than go straight up in. I see a lot of people try and force them straight up in there. They just look like fools. For cleaning, all you really have to do is clean the barrel. You can just clean the barrel, and every so often clean out all this here and take it apart there and clean out in here. I do that every single time I shoot. But you can just clean the barrel and it'll run just fine for a long time. I use grease. I don't use any oil at all. So yeah, there's not one part of this gun I use oil on, just regular gun grease. Right here it comes ready to take a scope mount. The thing I don't like about most scope mounts is that this is the stripper clip feeder, and if you get a scope mount that screws into here, more than likely it's going to require you to remove this, and I just don't want to remove it. This rifle is pretty much awesome the way it is. It's not like an AR-15 where you need to get a free float rail and all this other junk. This thing does what it does. It doesn't need any help from anything else. So that's my M1A.